Hey, welcome to Adventures with JJ. It's day 13. He's down there with mommy. Today we talk about food, eating too much, and the Baby Brezza over there. Pretty sweet. Enjoy. JJ. Hey, buddy. Hey. What's going on, buddy? What's going on? What's going on? You feeling okay?
Feeling a little gassy?
You feeling gassy? Just like Daddy?
You grumpy boy.
Aw, he's just tired. JJ's had a rough night. He decided to have eating a palooza yesterday. And unbeknownst to us, we were potentially, we're not sure, overfeeding him. So he is turned into, we thought was a growth spurt, putting his fist in his mouth, all kinds of stuff. And then we were feeding him every time, so suckling his lips and doing all the traditional "I'm hungry" signals. So we fed him, and then we were going to bed. Perfect timing as always. And he decided to spit up and go on a screaming tear for about 3 hours. I was up with him until about 3:30 this morning.
Horrible, foul-smelling diapers that should not come out of a newborn. The poor little guy's belly.
I think that's actually the definition of newborn diapers. Horrible, foul-smelling.
No, they're not supposed to be that way. He had horrible diapers. And so, just one after the other, who knew? Well, we know now that
lesson has been learned.
A thing.
Look at him. Aw, stretch it out, buddy. Stretch it out. Yeah. He's so cute. But when he gets going, his pipes, he's got good pipes. That's for sure.
Sorry, buddy.
I was worried about him in the hospital. When he was born, he was kind of having problems breathing. So he's definitely overcome that challenge. Good job, bud. Good job, Winnie. So they're eating, they're bonding. Does he need more food? How much did he just eat?
He just had 1.5 ounces.
1.5 ounces, okay. So here, let me show you this. So we've been kind of being overly paranoid about the food situation. So in our nursery, we've got the board. Colleen made this board, and I've completed the board with our new chart. This is how we're tracking it. Right here is where I think we got into trouble. He went 1.5, 1 ounce, but he had a big 3 ounce pull at 6:30. So almost 20.5 ounces or thereabouts. So he didn't eat a lot last night or this morning. He's just starting up right now. But we think we've got him back on an even keel where we're hoping to where he's feeling a little bit better. He was extremely gassy last night. So.
If you got gas or if you need more.
He wants more?
I don't know. He can't tell me. I have no idea.
These things children should come with like little flashing lights, like hungry, tired, cranky.
I don't know. Do you want to?
You want more?
You want more?
So we're still adapting, as you can see, learning. He's 13 days old today, so he's still new to this. We're still new to this. But he's definitely liking his bottle. So, but speaking of bottles, check this thing out. Best thing we bought. The Baby Brezza. This bad mamma jamba is pretty sweet. So we actually wash our bottles, which thank God for my sister-in-law and brother-in-law provide us with all these bottles. But then we throw them in here and it sterilizes them and then dries them for us. Takes all the work out for us, which is awesome. And then we just package them ready to go for when he gets hungry, which seems to be at a faster and faster clip as we've been. So this week was a pretty big week for JJ. He had his first and second doctor's appointment. And we'll talk about the second doctor's appointment was really because he
thought he had conjunctivitis of the eye. But it turns out that little newborns have such tiny little eye ducts that when they cry, they commonly get clogged. And so it kind of forms this yellow mucus, which would look like an infection to anybody else, but it's totally normal and I guess can last up to like a year is what the pediatrician said. So I just wipe his crusty little eyes off every time I change his diaper.
Well, and that's not the only thing that kind of drove us. That was probably the primary reason, but we also had an event on Thursday evening. We've got the
Owlet.
The Owlet. We're still on the fence on Mr. Owlet. We
the
like
Owlet, if for anybody who's watching and doesn't know, is this little booty monitor that monitors the baby's oxygen levels and pulse rate.
heartbeat and all that stuff. Yeah.
So it sends off an alarm in the middle of the night if your baby stops breathing, essentially, or something's wrong. Gives you peace of mind. It was really expensive, but we wanted to sleep at night, right? Well, we had this alarm go off, immediately jump out of bed thinking, okay, our baby's not breathing. We wake him up. He's perfectly fine and agitated with us.
He's like, what are you guys doing? Why are you waking me up?
The pediatrician says it's a common false alarm with the Owlet. So we'll see how long
Which
that
is
lasts.
why he does not recommend said Owlet. But I gotta say, as a new parent, you know, they're so quiet. Well, thankfully sometimes. But it's been a little bit nerve-wracking. So I've been jumping out of bed every 15 minutes to check on them. This has actually helped me sleep a little bit. Unfortunately, we did have that event, which probably took a year off my life. But we're still on the fence on it. We're probably gonna end up keeping it, I'm sure, but just food for thought. Beware. Oh, he's so cute. Yeah.
There we go. We've got to burp you, bubs.
He's gonna burp him. All right. Well, we bored you guys enough. So 13 days. First 13 days have been amazing and challenging and a big learning experience for us both. But we love him to death. He's just taken a year or so off of my life and scared us to death as well. But can't wait to see him grow up. So that's Colleen. I'm John. That is Jameson. Bye, Jameson. You gonna wave to everybody? Thank you. Good job. Yeah. Bye.
Oh, my little Jamie, you know I love you so. Don't ever try to leave me, boy. I'll never let you go. Oh, my little Jamie, you know you'll always be mine. I'm never gonna leave you, boy, until the end of time.